Hey everybody, welcome to Psychology Places. Today we're going over the top 10 psychological tricks that makes you the most likable person in the room. Make sure to watch until the last trick because it's one of the most amazing psychological tricks I have ever seen. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so we can help you with psychology regularly. Now let's get straight into the video. There are many ways to get people to like you, but these 10 tricks take it a step further and make sure the person you are interacting with will find you interesting. Number 1. Have a positive energy. When you have the right energy, you will automatically radiate it and attract people. The way you make sure you have the energy and mood you prefer is by using a simple method. First, you choose the feeling you want. It can be confidence. Second, you show it with your body language. Then you feel the feeling in your body, and finally you give that feeling to the person you are with. In this way you ensure that you have a good mood and energy, but it also rubs off on the person you are in contact with. Positive energy comes from your radiance. So by making use of simple things like smiling and using positive words when you speak, you help make others think better of you. Just as your posture sends signals to others, make sure you stand and sit straight, avoid crossed arms to send the signal that you are approachable. Number 2. Listen and ask more questions. When you are having a conversation with another person, make sure the focus is not just on you. You should seek out a conversation with the purpose of being able to learn from others and hear what they have to offer and get to know the person better or connect in a way you have never before. When conducting a conversation, aim to ask good deep questions. Ask about what challenge they have or face, what they are most proud of, what their goals and dreams for the future are, what personality type they see themselves as. That way you don't just get a yes or no answer, but a more detailed answer to which you can potentially ask more questions. Number 3. Compliments. When you appreciate something about a person, whether it's the way they talk, their independence, or something else entirely, say it as often as you can. You can always find something positive about a person and make them feel good. This is absolutely essential when others are around you. You have to make sure to do it carefully. If you start giving one compliment after another, it starts to become less effective. It will appear fake and you will become less trustworthy. But when it naturally occurs to you and you genuinely appreciate something about a person, make sure you let them know. If you want to take it a step further and go beyond the usual, don't just compliment their eyes, hair, etc. Instead, compliment something they are working on or struggling with. It can be said simply, compliment people on what they have achieved instead of what they were born with. That way you make them feel special and like you, plus you also stand out. Number 4. Shared values. When you find yourself in the company of another person you like, you have to find some shared values, because when you find something you both have in common, it becomes easier for both of you to connect with each other. When you share values with another person, you have the same beliefs about certain things in life. It can be lifestyle or how you handle conflicts. People are more attracted to others with whom they share values. When you share value with another person, a stronger bond will automatically form and they will feel more comfortable in your company. Number 5. Sense of humor. Humor will always be a good tool to use when you are in a room with other people. There may be a lot of tension or you may feel awkward meeting new people, so try to focus more on your humorous side. It helps lighten the mood and make the people around you feel more comfortable. However, you should not try to force a joke, as this may have less effect or appear inappropriate. Take the opportunity when it presents itself and you feel it naturally. If you don't feel you have a great sense of humor, you can start by studying funny people. Take a look at Kevin Hart, for example. Number 6. Be yourself. People like when you are authentic. Avoid putting up a facade. Don't pretend to be someone other than who you really are. If people can sense you are not yourself, they won't trust you. Instead, be open and honest. It helps to attract others and make them show interest in you. If you pretend to be someone you're not, you both lose, because you're not the person you pretend to be, and the person you are with will either like you or not for who you are pretending to be. So just be yourself, and if you find that the person doesn't like you for who you are, it's not your loss but theirs. Just remember that. Number 7. Embrace the imperfect. People who admit and are not afraid to make mistakes can be perceived as more likable. This happens because no one is perfect, and by seeing other people being imperfect, it will result in you connecting better and more deeply with another person. Don't be afraid to show your vulnerable side and accept your imperfections. Authenticity is more valuable than being perfect. If you learn to accept it, people will like you more. Number 8. Spend more time together. It has been found that people tend to like someone better based on how much time they spend together. It has become easy to keep in touch on several different media, but the best and most effective way to meet is still the classic face-to-face. If you start seeing more of a person, that person will subconsciously start seeing you as a more likable person. Everything in moderation, because if you start seeing someone every day, over time it will start to have a negative effect in that you lose interest in each other and can take things for granted. Number 9. Remembering saying their name. Remembering someone's name can mean more than you think because people love to be remembered. If you have trouble remembering a person's name as soon as they introduce themselves, repeat their name a few times in your head. You can also, when they have introduced themselves with their name, say hello followed by their name. This is a psychological trick that associates the person's face with their name so you can remember it more easily. When you say a person's name in a conversation, you connect with their identity and individuality, and it becomes more personal. It makes them feel more comfortable as it shows you care about them. If you meet the person again, there is a chance that they will also remember your name. Be careful not to overdo it, as it can be perceived as strange and have the opposite effect. Number 10. The physical touch. Studies show touch has a positive effect on people. When you touch another person, it helps build trust. The physical touch is so powerful because it releases dopamine, which helps with feelings of anxiety. When you are in a room with someone, try introducing a small light touch on the arm or shoulder. The trick is to do it when it feels natural, so it's not overdoing it, which can end up being uncomfortable for that person. Now check out this video to see the 7 signs you are more attractive than you realize. Also subscribe to the channel so that we can help you with psychological skills. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.